Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aussie Starcraft, where we have been casting games from Dreamhack Winter, which took place only a few short days ago. This time we'll be playing on Belshare Vestige, and the blue Protoss in the bottom right hand corner is Stardust from Team My Insanity. Top left hand corner it is Startail's Life, so it will be a PvZ matchup here on Belshare Vestige, and really looking forward to what these two players have to show for us today. So just a little bit of feedback while the game's getting underway. We've had a few comments from different people about the regularity with which we upload videos. It was my birthday on the weekend, so we did take a little bit of a break, a couple of days. But as we cast Dreamhack, we will be uploading 2 or 3 videos a day. So there'll be plenty of StarCraft 2 content to keep you busy throughout the holiday season. So go ahead and share them with your friends and family. Let them know we are casting here at Aussie Starcraft, and we are casting Dreamhack with some of the best players in the world. So yeah, tune in and make sure you don't miss the videos. We are in the group stages of the tournament currently, but we'll progress fairly quickly from here into the latter stages of the tournament. As we do, we will be uploading full series instead of just key games from different series. So it looks like Life's actually going to grab his spawning pool before hatchery on this map. So a bit of an interesting choice there. Most Zerg players electing to go hatch first, even on Belshare Vestige. It is a little bit of a closer map, but perhaps because of the potential for proxies and other Protoss trickery, deciding to elect to go spawning pool first. We'll see a hatch going down now, and Stardust probe not in a position to be able to block that at all. Looks like Stardust will be throwing down a base of his own. Down here it is natural expansion. That will be spotted fairly soon by Life's Overlord as it moves in to get a glimpse of this natural. Is going to be exposed to potential Zergling harassment. This wall-in going to take some time before it's completed. No gateway yet in place, and just a forge, so could actually could suffer from some Zergling harass. We will see if Life can make anything happen there. Gateway just going down now. Potential for Stardust to be able to wall this in quite quickly now with a cannon and another building. But we do have some Zerglings moving out across the map now. Life's Overlord just in a position, getting a nice glimpse of the front. We expect this Overlord to move out of the way as the first stalkers are produced, so it doesn't fall in. It does actually look like this wall-in's not quite Zergling tight, so a pylon going to be thrown down there to ensure that these Zerglings can't get in. Cannon here is going to take a few pot shots at the Overlord, but the Overlord will quite quickly move out of range. Looks like Stardust's actually going to cancel both those pylons and go for the gap on the far right hand side. So an interesting wall in for Stardust here. Certainly not what we usually see from Protoss. Looks like Stardust did drop a pylon to delay the third base, but a few Zerglings will clean that up quite quickly. With the first couple of queens out now for Stardust, and it looks like Stardust's actually macroing pretty hard behind this. If we look at the Harvester's cannons, almost dead even at 24 each. But we consistently having waves of drones out of life, and these 2 queens injecting is going to allow him to skyrocket that drone count rather quickly. Looks like these Zerglings going to stay active, nipping around the map, just scouting for proxy pylons. The probe has slipped up between the 2 packs and may actually be able to throw down another one if he's if Stardust is so inclined. Zerglings continuing to just spot the front door. Looks like we do have Warp Gate on the way. No other... actually Stargate going down as well. So being tucked over here, that's actually quite close to where the Overlord was. The Overlord's made its way around to the back side of the expansion. So nice positioning from Stardust here. It's not often an angle you would expect an Overlord to take. So we'll potentially be able to keep this Stargate hidden for some time. You can see that Life hasn't had a chance to spot that as of yet, so he could well take Life by surprise. Looks like Void Ray is actually going to be the first choice, so interesting. You'll often see Phoenix out of Protoss, but not as often will you see Void Rays straight out of the gate, particularly as early as we have it. 7-minute Void Rays are quite early, particularly with Queens being so effective against it. You won't frequently see Void Rays being utilised this early. So curious to see what Stardust has tucked away in his neat little bag of tricks. Stardust has been quite a fixture at Dreamhack this year. Did quite well. Placed in 2 Dreamhack events during the year. So Stardust obviously knows the environment pretty well, and we'll see if there's more of his Dreamhack shenanigans here with the Stargate. So looks like a robo going down as well. So potentially this first Void Ray could be just to mislead Life, and we'll see if it does in fact force a bunch of Hydralisks. That's generally the move that Protoss will go for. They want to fake with one unit and then tech switch out of it. So Stardust not hiding this Void Ray at all, is putting it out in the middle of the map, making sure that it's getting seen, using it to harass Zerglings and other little bits and pieces. Not trying to do any damage to Life's main base, but we'll see if this feint is effective. We can see that no other units are actually following up. There is in fact 5 gateways and a warp prism being thrown down, so very likely that we could see some sort of robotics facility push off this. And yes, indeed, we have the Immortal on its way now. So quite a few Zerglings on the map for Life, but nothing else as of yet. Void Ray is going to move over here and continue to be a bit of a pest. So it looks like Life may... oh no, Life going for the Hydralisk Den here, so he may well go for this feint. We will see in due course. Obviously the desired result for Stardust is to try and have a lot of Hydralisk produced by Life, and then to counter that with something like High Templar, Storm or Colossus. So currently no Colossi on the field and no robotic support bay, but we do have quite a lot of gateways and some Immortals, so we'll see what Life can get done here. And we actually have the Warp Prism up here in the main base with 2 Void Rays, so Stardust going for a very interesting sort of push here, using the Void Rays to take down these roaches as quickly as possible. But these 5 Queens are going to prove to be a bit of a problem with the Void Rays. The Void Rays won't be able to do near as much damage as they would like to. The Queens not being armoured means that with a few transfuse they can hold the line quite steadily. But these Zealots moving in have done a bit of damage on this side of the map. We have 3 workers killed, but Life managing to hold fairly steadily with these roaches and Zerglings. +1 armour now on the way, and a steady reinforcements of Immortals. We have a second Immortal on the way. Big Zergling counterattack making its way down the right hand side of the map. These Void Rays actually being consistently annoying. Looks like Stardust is continuing to produce the Void Rays now. Obviously Life has not committed to the Hydralisk as much as Stardust would have liked him to, so he's going to produce a few more Void Rays, try and up the ante just a little bit. We have the Robotics Bay on the way now to provide the tech answer to those Hydras. 5 Hydras on the way now, so it looks like Life is going to be producing a few more Hydralisks, and it may well play right into Stardust's hands, so we will see if Stardust managed to push this match up the way he wanted it to go. Life obviously expecting this pressure here. He's got his 5 Queens in place as well as a number of Hydralisks. These Void Rays won't be doing anything anytime soon down that flank. So we have the Immortal Sentry moving out now. No third base on the way for Stardust. It looks like he's fairly committed to this 2 base play at this point in time. A Zergling here to make sure that he can't take his third in the near future, or that Life will be alerted if he does. Worker moving down there now. You can see that Stardust expects his Zergling to be here. His Force moving into position as well. So I have a Stray Overlord waiting down here. Surprised that with the Stargate in place, Stardust hasn't managed to clean that one up yet. He knew there was an Overlord floating around that he'd damaged early on, but looks like he will stay there fairly safely. A lot of gateways. Looks like we have a Twilight as well on the way. So Robotics Bay and Colossus are on the way. 1 on the field, 1 more to come. And what was that? I think a hallucination that was doing a bit of a scouting run. The Stardust 3 Void Rays still being consistently annoying, 9 kills between them. A few Zerglings trying to wrap their way around, but these Immortals and Sentries more than enough to pick those off. Stardust going to hallucinate a Phoenix just to make sure there's no substantial forces waiting out that side. These 3 Void Rays are going to be forced back by these Hydralisks. Hydralisks quite quick off creep now that they have their upgrade. Oh, I believe they have their upgrade. No, maybe Void Ray is just super slow. So we have a lot of Hydralisks on the map. We're actually up to 17 Hydralisks and 7 more on the way. So a substantial amount of Hydralisks on the map. And Stardust will likely be very happy to see these. Has a number of Colossi in play already, though the rest of his gateway units could die very quickly to Hydralisk. So probably wants a 3rd or even a 4th Colossi. Currently there's no Spire in place, so no easy answer to the Colossi. Merely just the Queens and Hydralisks, so Life definitely in a fairly comfortable position to deal with any aerial threat. But as you can see, Stardust already planning around that, has his Colossi in play. Oh, a few nice force fields. He wants to shut down that ramp and try and pin these units down. Nice engagement, but Life still getting a massive concave here. So these Hydralisks are getting caught and cleaned up very nicely. It was a very favourable engagement for Life. The Colossi doing massive damage there. 4 kills on each, 8 kills on one of the Colossi, and this force is going to continue to be able to power through into the natural expansion. So Stardust pulling back, reinforcing off the Warp Prism, so his units are coming in straight into this engagement, and so many Hydralisks going down here. Unfortunately, Life being caught with the wrong unit composition, being forced to reinforce with a few Roaches. Vipers are here. Can they pull the Colossi and really needs to get these in play and takes them down. One Colossus falls, second one falls, third one's still in play and doing so much damage. 15 kills on this Colossus, and this shows you just how effective this tech switch is that Stardust utilised. Forced the Hydralisks and just unrelentingly produced 2 or 3 Void Rays and just forced Life to have to do something about it. And when all those Hydralisks popped out, pushed with this very effective Colossi Sentry Stalker combination. So this Colossus just actually running away. Now it obviously knew the Viper would try and pull it, managing to keep itself alive again. 2 Queens and a Roach threatening the Master Colossus. 20 kills. It's now an Executor. Ooh, dies from the dying shot of that Roach. Stardust doing so much damage here with this push. We have the Immortal also on 15 kills, trying to focus it down with the Roaches. And it looks like Stardust's actually going to GG out of that game. So very interesting choice from Stardust there. I can't help but feel it. Obviously, this Roach counterattack had cut off the income of Stardust, but Stardust actually had virtually starved Life out. So I guess there's still 22 workers here in the natural. So if we take a look at those, that's an interesting point to GG out of the game. It's virtually even here, but we can see that it was a very different story in the units tab. It was 116 to 64. So with well, actually Harvester's fairly even. So if Stardust could have gotten control back of his expansion, he could have potentially stayed in the game. But no, it's ultimately I think it was a good choice. There were quite a few units out, so likely that Life would have been able to counter-attack off this. So that pushed so very close to succeeding, but Life ultimately being able to hold it off there. So great game out of Life and Stardust, and it looks like Life will pick up this series as well. So Life doing very well in this tournament, just consistently performing well. Stardust unfortunately not doing quite as well in the group stages, but hopefully we'll see him later on. And yeah, that's all we have here from Aussie StarCraft. So we will catch you in the next cast. Thanks, guys.